Hi there and welcome to TechPlower. As you might have seen in my previous videos, I recently bought the DJI microphone system. And the audio in this video is currently coming from the DJI microphone. Since I've started YouTube, I've used different microphones for my videos. So in this video, I was curious to compare these microphones. I will be comparing 4 microphones. First, of course, it's the iPhone internal microphone. And that is actually the microphone I used when I started my YouTube channel. And then later on, I bought this iRig cast microphone. It cost me $70 at that time. And it simply connects to a headphone jack. And it has a low and high setting. And the high setting simply boosts the audio of the microphone. So really easy to use. And this is no lavalier microphone. It's more like a voiceover microphone. And it worked quite well for that purpose. But when I started to do videos where I'm in front of the camera, this kind of microphone isn't very suitable for that. So then I bought the Aputure A.lav. When I bought the Aputure A.lav, it only cost me $30, which is quite cheaper than the iRig cast microphone. And it comes in this sturdy case with a zipper. And if I open it, we see everything that comes with it. The microphone itself with a really long cable, which can be really handy. And then kind of the power adapter for the microphone. You connect everything through this, and you even have to charge this. And we also have a Deadcat or wind muff when needed in windy surroundings. And then to my most recent microphone purchase. And of course, that's the DJI microphone system. I have the DJI transmitter here, and the receiver is connected to my iPhone. The DJI microphone system is of course the most expensive of them all. $219, and that's for the single transmitter, single receiver package. And we get this little pouch with a zipper. It's just a soft one, and inside we have, oh yeah, of course, we don't have the transmitter and the receiver here because I'm currently using those. But if you're interested to see what comes with the DJI microphone system, you can simply watch my unboxing video. So let's compare these 4 microphones. The internal microphone in my iPhone 12 Pro, the iRig cast microphone, my Aputure A.lav, and then the DJI Mic. Now I've disconnected the DJI transmitter from my iPhone. I still have my backup recording on the DJI transmitter, just in case, but now you're hearing the audio from the internal microphone of my iPhone 12 Pro. I know it doesn't sound that good, but you can definitely start just with your iPhone. So the internal microphone of the iPhone is probably best in very close-up shots. So maybe it's okay for this scenario. But of course the audio quality can't compare to the DJI microphone system or any of the other mics I have here. So now you heard the audio quality of the internal microphone of the iPhone 12 Pro. So let's switch to the iRig cast microphone. So now I've connected the iRig cast microphone to another iPhone. But since the iPhone 12 Pro doesn't have a headphone jack, I have to have this dongle between. So now you should be hearing the audio from the iRig cast microphone. I cannot attach this microphone to myself, so I'll just try to keep it in this height. So it will be in similar height compared to the Aputure A.lav and the DJI mic. Currently the microphone is set to low, so you should probably hear some of the surrounding sounds. And it's kind of windy outside, and at times it gets rainy as well. So maybe you've heard that from the iPhone internal microphone in the previous part, but we'll see. It could actually be quite different between these microphones, how much surrounding sounds they will pick up. So now you heard the iRig mic a little bit in the low setting. Let's put it into the high setting. So now I switch to the high setting of the iRig cast microphone, and you should hear the difference in the volume. But you might also hear more of the surrounding sounds, and you might hear the wind outside, and if it starts raining again, you will probably hear that as well. But the audio could also be more distorted if it's too high. So it will be interesting to see the difference between the high and low setting of the iRig cast microphone. So now you heard how the iRig cast microphone sounds like. So let's switch it up and go to the Aputure A.lav. So now I've connected my Aputure A.lav to my iPhone. So the audio you're hearing now is coming from this lavalier microphone. It's not as windy as rainy outside as it was when I was testing the iRig cast microphone. But you should still hear some surrounding audio anyways. So now I have the Deadcat or windshield on the Aputure A.lav. I'm not sure you will hear any audio difference having the Deadcat or windshield on the Aputure A.lav when I'm inside. But it actually might muffle some of the surrounding sounds like the wind or rain outside. But we'll have to hear the difference in post-production and for you when I publish the video. So now you've been hearing the audio from my Aputure A.lav, but let's switch back to the DJI microphone and do some testing with that. So now I'm back with the DJI microphone. It's still windy outside and a little bit rainy as well, and I have some surrounding sounds as well that you might hear. But with the DJI microphone system, I also have a Deadcat, so let's try that out. Now I have the Deadcat or windshield on the DJI microphone, and as with the Aputure A.lav, I'm not sure there will be much difference using the Deadcat. Do you hear less wind noise or less rain noise? It's actually not raining that much now, but it might muffle some of the surrounding sounds. When it's a little bit better weather outside, not windy and rainy, I will go outside and test these microphones. And then we will clearly see the difference using a Deadcat or windshield for my DJI microphone and the Aputure A.lav. That part of the video will be recorded some other day, but with some video magic, it will be part of this video as well. Finally, it stopped raining, but it's still quite windy. But that's fine for the test I'm going to do with the microphones. So now we're going to test these microphones outside and see how they cope with the wind and all the surrounding sounds that we can have outside. So let's start with the internal microphone of the iPhone 12 Pro. I will keep the backup recording going on the DJI microphone in case the audio will just be unusable from the internal microphone. I've disconnected the DJI transmitter from my iPhone, so now you're hearing the audio from the internal microphone of the iPhone 12 Pro. And of course it's not as windy as it was when I started the recording, but we'll still have some wind coming in. You might hear some birds in the surrounding or people talking in the background, but we'll see how much it comes through. And now the wind is picking up a little bit, so we'll see how it works with the internal microphone of the iPhone 12 Pro. Maybe the audio won't even be usable, but then at least I have the DJI microphone backup recording. So now the wind is picking up a little bit more. How will the internal microphone cope with this? So now you heard how the internal microphone of the iPhone 12 Pro copes with the wind outside. So let's go to the iRig cast microphone. So now I've connected the iRig cast to the DJI transmitter. So it's using the iRig cast as a microphone instead of the internal microphone of the DJI transmitter. And the iRig cast is currently set to low setting, so we'll hear how the low setting copes with the wind and other surrounding sounds. The iRig cast microphone doesn't come with any Deadcat or windshield, so this is just what you get. So now you heard the audio with the iRig cast on the low setting, so let's switch to the high setting. So now the iRig cast is set to high, so the volume should be higher, but we should also pick up more of the wind noise and other sounds around me. And you will definitely hear that a Deadcat or windshield would be necessary in these conditions. And now we even get some sun. That's nice. Now you heard the iRig cast both in low and high setting in windy situations. So let's check how the Aputure A.lav works in this situation. So now we connected the Aputure A.lav to my iPhone. I don't have the Deadcat or windshield yet on it, so let's see how that works. We still have quite some wind, so the Aputure A.lav will certainly pick up some of the wind noise and probably some of the surrounding sounds. Now you heard how the Aputure A.lav copes with the wind outside, and it's actually a little bit less windy now. But let's put the Deadcat or windshield on it and see how the difference is. Now we have the Deadcat or windshield on my Aputure A.lav. Yes, it's white and very contrasty with my black jacket. And it's still quite windy, not raining, that's good. And the sun is not shining at us at the moment, but we will definitely hear some difference using the Deadcat on the Aputure A.lav in a windy situation like this. Now you heard the Aputure A.lav in a windy situation, both without the Deadcat and with the Deadcat. So let's switch to the DJI Mic and see how that sounds. we have the DJI Mic on, and it's without the Deadcat or windshield, so we will definitely hear more of the wind noise and the surrounding sounds around me. You might even hear some birds or dogs or people talking, we'll see. But at least it's quite windy, and it's picking up and going down, so we'll see how it sounds like. Now you heard how the DJI Mic sounds in a windy situation without the Deadcat or windshield. So let's put the Deadcat or windshield on and hear the difference. So now we have the Deadcat or windshield on the DJI Mic. So hopefully you will hear less of the wind noise, even though it's quite windy. You might even hear less of the surrounding sounds. So now you heard how the DJI Mic sounds like with the Deadcat or windshield on in a windy situation. So this was the comparison of the internal microphone of the iPhone 12 Pro, the iRig cast microphone, the Aputure A.lav and the DJI Mic, both inside and outside in a windy situation. I really hope you liked this video, and maybe it helped you decide what kind of microphone fits your situation. If you like the video content on my channel and you're yet not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel, because it really helps my channel grow. See you in my next video.